Hey, glad to have you. Don't go anywhere. You could be today's $250 winner.
She's a three-time Olympic gold medalist and a mom. Coming up, Carrie Walsh shares her secrets of bouncing back after baby number 3, plus her outlook on the 2016 games.
Well, many of us have a house, but is yours a home? Design expert Elaine Griffin shares her secrets for home harmony.
It's a term many of us have never heard of. It's not even in the dictionary yet. It's a term that could save a life. We'll explain.
And they are a lifeline for you, whether you're in the hospital or at home, how nurses are taking their job on the road to better serve you.
And we're in the kitchen, taking the guessing out of some mystery veggies. Delmarva Life starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Life from historic Studio D.
And we'd like to welcome our studio audience. Thanks for joining us today. Braving that wet weather.
Wet weather.
But you know what? A lot of people are complaining about the wet weather. They're looking at the 5-day and saying, oh, it's a rainy week. But you know what? It's spring. And it's turning everything green. And it'll make summer that much better.
So if April showers bring May flowers, then May showers bring weeds, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Or bugs. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey, have you thanked a teacher today?
Today's the day.
Make sure you do. It's National Teacher Day. The National Education Association suggests celebrating by updating your social media to thank a teacher. If you go to NEA's Facebook page, you'll find memes and pictures to post on your Facebook. Take a look at this one. I put this one on my Facebook. It says, keep calm, and if you can read this, thank a teacher.
That's good.
Amen. You can also tweet your thanks using the hashtag thank a teacher.
Yes.
So make sure you do it.
And while we're doing that, how about if we say congratulations to the Talbot County Public Schools Teacher of the Year, biology teacher Robin Werner. Kind of hard to tell where she is, but she's right there smack
She's the one holding the purple bag.
Oh, I thought it was one next to her.
Oh.
Well, she's right there in the middle of the class anyway. Now, whatever you do, when you think about a teacher, be sure to thank yours, and thank you to the Talbot County Teacher of the Year.
Absolutely. When do you think kids should go back to school after summer?
Because there's a whole big thing about whether or not they go before or after the holiday break.
Right, meaning Labor Day. Well,
yeah.
Delaware Republican State Senator Gerald Hawker of Ocean View is proposing legislation to study whether all Delaware public schools should wait until after Labor Day to start their classes.
Yeah.
And a lot of beach towns go back and forth on this. He says the move could mean more money for Delawareans, particularly high school students with summer jobs, and it would make things a little easier on businesses at the beach.
Because they don't have to replace the kids that are leaving to start school.
And then, you know,
early.
what happens, I know, is a lot of times they go like 2 weeks before Labor Day.
Right.
I mean, two days, excuse me, 2 days before Labor Day. They have those 2 days, and then they're out for Labor Day, and then they go back.
Right.
And it's like,
really?
Do we really need that?
Yeah.
But I know that there's a quota for how many days, how many instructional days there are.
And I think what they're saying as far as the businesses on the beach are concerned, they would rather lose the students for the first part of June because there is not that many tourists then as there are at the end of the summer in September.
Right.
So that's their whole thing. Anyway, what do you think? We'd like to know what you think. Get a hold of us on Facebook or get a hold of us on Twitter, either one. We'd like to hear what you have to say.
Absolutely. You know, teachers and students in Wicomico County are putting on a special open house. You don't want to miss this, and I'll tell you why. The Elementary Thinking and Doing program is going to showcase documentaries that they did. They're historical documentaries that capture the experiences of local World War II veterans.
Oh.
This is really neat. They basically sought out World War II veterans, and let's face it, there's not a whole lot.
No, there's not.
Yeah, they had 127 students in grades 3 to 5 interview veterans about their experiences. Now, the historical documentaries will be shown at this open house tomorrow night. I'm going to give you information on that in a few moments. It helped them realize how important documenting history is, and it also, they learned a lot, and they had an appreciation for World War II. Because, you know, the further you get away from an event, it
out
seems
of sight,
like,
out of mind.
Exactly. So if you would like to go, the open house is tomorrow, Wednesday, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at North Salisbury Elementary School in Salisbury. And some of the World War II veterans are expected to be there as well. And later this month, we'll have more on what this program is and the veterans who participated in it.
Wow.
It's really neat.
Yeah, I would like to go to that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Have you heard what's happening in Somerset County?
No.
What they're doing there, Somerset County, as it is, they've proposed like a $38 million budget, and they're trying to figure out how they're going to make this work because they're losing all this federal funding because of the sequester. And there is one particular school board member. His name is Dan Kubler. Here he is being sworn in last November. He's saying, here, take my annual stipend back for being on the school board. It's not that much. It's $2,700.
Right.
But what he's wanting to do is return it to the principals. I think there are 11 of them in the county. The rest of the school board members have either made the same kind of offer or they're thinking about it. And $2,700, $38 million, no, it's not much. But the fact that he's making the offer, I think, says a lot.
Yeah.
So good job, Dan, and I hope that works out somehow.
Yeah,
to get some money
that gets a little confusing there with all budgets
does.
and working with money and things like that.
Yeah.
Last week rather, we told you about a drug take-back program that's going on in Delaware. Well, it was a very good month. Get a load of this. More than 6,000 pounds of unwanted or expired prescription medications were dropped off, making it the second highest total since drug take-back days began.
That's 3 tons.
That means 3 tons of drugs that, are just lying around your house that could be,
Wow.
taken accidentally,
So
that
good
could
stuff,
end up on
yeah.
the street. So yeah, that's a good thing.
Well done.
Good thing.
Also, a very good day in Dover. Spandex and brightly colored jerseys all around the Biggs Museum lawn for the Walkable, Bikeable Delaware Summit, and to mark the state's being honored as the most bike-friendly state east of the Mississippi and the 5th state in the nation. Did you know, just in case you're wondering, why are we worried about all this walkable, bikeable stuff? In Minnesota, bikers spent $261 million supporting 5,000 jobs and generating $35 million in taxes.
Wow.
So this is great as far as funding, and it's wonderful as far as your health as well. All that according to a 2009 Minnesota Economic Development Study. Gotta
And
get
it's
that
great
part
for the
in as well.
spandex industry.
Yes, you can't have enough spandex.
You didn't expect to say that today, did you?
Nope, sure didn't. Wasn't planning on it either. The first state now has its first hard peach cider. T.S. Smith & Sons Farm has again teamed up with Great Shoals Winery in Princess Anne to launch a second sparkling beverage. This is Blazing Star Sparkling Peach. They combine an equal blend of the farm's ginger gold apples and Blazing Star peaches. That just sounds good by itself. 8% alcoholic beverage will hit retail shelves and available at local restaurants Friday.
Okay.
Take a look there. There's Charlie Smith in the center. 4th generation owner of the farm. Said the idea came to him after they had such a great hit with the Black Twig Hard Apple Cider, which launched last April. So that's a
Very
great shot.
cool.
I like that picture too.
Hey, if you're a golfer, a lot of golfers out there, how cool would it be to play golf with the President of the United States?
Pretty cool.
That would be really cool.
Really cool.
How cool would it be to actually get a hole-in-one while you're playing with the President of the United States?
Yeah, what do you think of that?
It actually happened. Republican Senator Saxby Chambliss, he sank a hole-in-one when he and a couple fellow senators played golf with the president. The 4 played yesterday at Andrews Air Force Base in Washington's Maryland suburbs.
So what do you think of that, Mr. President? You know those days when you just can't keep your eyes open?
Oh, yeah.
That regardless of how important that meeting is or what you've got to accomplish.
And lunch was so good.
And lunch was so you just can't seem to stay away. That pile of paperwork looks like it feels really, really good.
That's
with
me at 2 o'clock
your
in the
head
afternoon.
resting on it.
Aww.
Wait, what? Oh.
I'm paying attention.
Sorry.
Really? What if he had drool coming out of his beak?
Do chicks drool? I don't know.
I don't know. I bet you didn't think you'd ask that question today.
No, it's a day full of questions unasked.
Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life. Winning money on Delmarva Life is easy. You're already watching, so you've got step 1 down. Get ready for step 2. Your opportunity to cash in is coming up.
But first, 1 in 6 teenagers has thought about ending their own life. Did you know that? What does it take to get to them before they reach that point? A group of high school students says evitum. What that word means and how it could save lives.
Nurses are crucial when it comes to saving lives, but their work goes beyond hospital walls, how their healing hands are extending into patients' homes, plus how you can honor the nurses in your life.
Yakima, yucca roots, bok choy, are these veggies part of your diet? Have you even heard of them? Living a healthy lifestyle is easier when you know what's good for you. We're in the kitchen learning more about the produce many of us pass up because we don't know how to prepare it. Delmarva Life. We'll be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union. guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and Mitsubishi dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.